smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat down. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I look at you and know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat down. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I don't need another love. Yeah. We do this every day. We do this love for life. You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat down. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love.
Welcome in, everybody. It is the Clubhouse Caddick Chat. Sunday nights, epitome of where you need to be at 6 p.m. right here. You want to hit that like, subscribe if you're listening for the first time, and comment if you're watching on the replay or you just love the show at the end and you want to let our guests know what an amazing time you had. We're going to have some fun tonight as we get into the show and talk all about it. So make sure you're ready to click the links that'll be dropped into the chat for our guest channels tonight. You want to stay up on top of that. And also follow the ladies on their social medias, which will be dropped throughout the show, and also the Triple C one themselves. Let's bring the ladies in for tonight. I'm excited and ready to go. Hello, ladies. Welcome in to another Sunday night. Brand new. We got a new stage tonight as we're setting up over here. And I thank you for joining in. We're going to have some fun. Man, I tell you what, when you talk about great guests and fun, exciting nights, I think this is going to be one. So Miss Minter's righty. I'm going to let her go last. And I'll say, Jen or Molly tonight, because we got multiple Jens in house and only one Stephanie. We tried to trade a Stephanie for 3 Jens. It just didn't work. Molly, how are you tonight? Oh, you're muted. I'm doing good. We traded Paul.
That's not what I said.
Oh, okay.
Just saying. That's not what I said.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm glad to be back.
Welcome
last
back.
week, I was on a cruise. I'm home. Going back to work tomorrow, back to the grind. But so excited to be here for this interview today. Been looking forward to it for a long time now. Even before she was booked as a guest, we had hoped that this day would come. So I'm very happy that it's here.
Absolutely wonderful. Miss Stephanie, how are you? We've got a trifecta of guests backstage. It's going to be awesome.
Yes, I'm doing great. Thank you. Happy Sunday to everybody.
And I'm glad we had to make this change because Paul got Stephanie's code on how to get in on the other platform and was putting himself going to put himself right in. I said nope. So we rebuilt the whole stage because of that. Kind of like Letterman when he left CBS. So that's where we're at.
Check the chat. He said he's listening. So.
Oh boy, that's gonna something gonna happen. All right, Miss Minter, can you say hello while you are writing crazy? Because I see that there's a lot of people jumping in.
Yeah, there are a lot of people popping into chat tonight.
How are you doing?
Going to be hopping. I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Been filling up my calendar all week with some fun stuff.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
I love when we can fill up the
Work on
calendar.
some of the. I know, right?
Yeah,
so much fun.
It's gonna be exciting.
So
Tonight's going to be full of a bunch of laughs, but I also think it'll be some emotional play along the way because we're going to talk with our guests about a lot of great things to get to know them a little bit more in depth. So I ask everybody in the chat to, hey, please understand tonight as we go through, we'll try to get as many of your comments highlighted as we can. Make sure you attach to bring to my attention that you're in there and do that. I said, man, we got all the rainwaters here. It's raining like crazy with all the rainwaters tonight. I love it. I love it. So make sure you do that.
Noticing that.
We have both Lily's link tonight for her channel, and also we have her dad's new channel that he's doing with some guy that rides around on a tractor. So we've got those links. Both of those will be in the chat throughout the night. Triple C. And if you're brand new to here tonight, hit that subscribe and have some fun. With that, let's get things rolling. Miss Minter, if you're ready to take a break, give your hand a break for a second and say hello to as many as we can, and let's do that. And I'm going to get my hand.
Okay. We've got Labahi Varma, Queen Dorina, Vicky Gillespie, Jennifer White, Julia Bowers, Debbie Burnfield, Cakes2112, Mandy Mary, Fred O'Malley, Reed in the Tower, Phil Magical Mel, Lamons Gray, Teresa Squara, Zippity Doo Dug, Elias Sluice, Dame Dystopia, Spaceship Ears, Julia Bauer, JC Skipper Brian, Mark F, Darla Aliens Wear Green Hats, Go Mini, Lucinda Campbell, Angie, Keith Winter, Timothy Rainwaters, Paula Rainwaters, Julie McAllen, Stephanie Kiel is not just beside me on screen, but also in chat, Jill Watbridge, HC, and Alyssa and Neil, Molly's Mops in chat.
Hello.
Georgia Cook, Phil Collins, Shelby Sunlight, Jay Nashville, Coasty, Courtney Rainwaters, Allison A, and Paul Engel. And I'm not sure if anybody, let's see, anybody came in.
You missed you missed Jimmy Rainwaters, Susie Rainwaters, Tommy Rainwaters. All the Rainwaters.
John Boy Rainwaters, yeah.
Bob Rainwaters.
The whole clan.
The whole clan.
The whole Rainwaters clan's here.
I love it. I love the Rainwaters. They're great. They're great people.
Plymouth Rock, hello. A Bouncing Journey, hello. I think I may have gotten everybody. If I missed you, say hi again, and we'll get you on the next round.
Awesome. We will follow up with that. Thank you for that. And we're welcome, everybody. So glad you're here. Make sure you hit that like. We strive to hit triple digits on likes with every show. It tells our guests, hey, we're glad you're here. So hit that up for us as we go through. Jumping over, we're going to go over to Miss Stephanie because we did have an incredible show last night, or I should say last night. Last week, we had an incredible show. Guest was jumping. The chat was jumping. Everybody had a really good time. And I would love for you to share that with everybody. If I remember correctly, we had a guest who liked to blow his own horn.
He does, and he does a great job of blowing his own horn. He's also Squid Neil and Nitro Neil, so he has a lot of code names as well. So,
yes.
All right, so Mr. Neil Rosen shared about being a professional trumpet player and retired high school teacher and administrator with a rich career in music and education. He has performed internationally, contributed to movie soundtracks, and has been honored for bravery in teaching and excellence. From New York, he and his family share a deep connection with Disney, frequently visiting and performing for Disney music also. So, Neil's journey with Disney is influenced by his wife, his lovely wife of 30 years, and his family's long standing fandom. He has performed Disney music, visited Disney parks globally, and their home is filled with Disney memorabilia. And if you check it out, you'll get to see a really pretty castle um, for the memorial stuff to Disney that we got to see. Anyway, I encourage everyone to leave a comment on this show with their thoughts. And you never know when there's going to be a prize, right, Pete?
Absolutely. We are going to do prizes the night of our 100th show. We are going to do that. I've got a whole box of prizes over there. So that night, I don't know how we're going to do it yet. I'll talk with the ladies and figure that out. But the night of the 100th, we will do a bunch of prizes. So yeah. So
I think
thank you.
tonight's 94, right?
We are close. It's going to be in August, and I think
Today's 94.
Today's 94, so it's after. Yeah, because we got 2 more weeks in this month. Yeah, so it'll be somewhere around the end of August. Awesome. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for that. So thank you, Neil, for being on last week. It was great. Great show. And also, Debbie reminded everybody that if you have not seen or heard all of the shows, you can go back on both our playlists for all the shows and watch that. Or we have it in a podcast. If you're the type of person that likes to, take off your shirt and drive around your yard cutting your grass, hey, we're on a podcast. You can listen to us while you're doing it. So that would be good as well. Jen, we've got an amazing guest tonight. Let's tell everybody. Everybody kind of knows, but let's highlight it anyway.
Oh, everybody loves Lily. So tonight's guest has a smile that lights up the day and sparkles in the night sky. She and her parents take their viewers to the Disney parks live and in person. This pint-sized ball of dynamite is a YouTube sensation in our Disney community and an inspiration to us all. Joining us in a few minutes to tell us why Dame Dystopia loves animals like tigers, bulldogs, and razorbacks
Yes.
will be Lily, Ken, and Jen.
I can't wait for that part. I'm excited for that part myself. So there we go. Miss Angela, do we have anybody else coming in? I guarantee you got to have at least 1 or 10.
Yeah, we've got some people who have come in on us. Amiga 1, Kelsey Elizabeth, Scott Corina, Cruise and Theme Park Guide, Home at Candy S, and Theo Sam Eagle, and Alex Miller just popped in.
Welcome
as
in.
well.
Great to see you all. I love this. Looking forward to the fun we're going to have. So tonight, one of the things we're going to do is have fun with our questions that we usually do. But I'm going to go with one question to pose to all of you guys tonight, and then you guys can give me your answer. And I'll let Angela go last on this one because I still see people jumping in. I know you're tracking people tonight. So Dame says that's 100% the truth. That's at least the way I read it. So let's talk about this question to you guys. And I'm going to read it here because I was real proud of the way I wrote it. This past Thursday, Disneyland celebrated its 70th anniversary. We all got to see that. Some great streamers out there. A remarkable milestone for the park that Walt Disney first opened with a dream and a vision. Love that. When you sit and reflect on the magic that Walt created, back then and how it's evolved over the past 7 decades, what comes to mind for you as some of the most magical experiences, or one experience that really jumps out to you that you had while on Disney property? And that could be anywhere. It could be on your over at your resorts. It could be at the park. It could be down shopping. Jen, I guess I'll let you start tonight since we've kind of doing that right to left thing. Is there one experience or multiple that come to mind for you? I really like the time I was there with Paul.
I was there with Paul, but not like that.
No, not like that. I didn't get to finish. You came on too quick.
Yeah, I caught it. I have many wonderful memories and moments, but if I needed to pick one, there is one that I keep close in my heart, and that was going down to Disney when my grandmother and grandfather came with us to Disney for the first time.
Oh, wow.
So it was their first plane ride that I got to do with them, their first time at Disney, and that they're now both passed, and that is just something that I will always be thankful for, that I got to spend time at my favorite place with two of my favorite people.
Yeah, Julie says that's a wonderful memory. I agree. That's fantastic.
Hmm.
I know how much
Hmm.
your grandparents meant to you. That's very cool. Awesome.
Hmm.
Okay, Miss Stephanie, what is yours?
So I have a couple. I'll lead up to the biggest one, but
1 hour show.
obviously, okay. I have triplets. I have three girls, so um, taking them to the parks for the first time was awesome. Just to see like everything through their eyes with them.
Awesome. Yeah.
Um, they were 4 years old when they first went, so they're old enough to know what was going on and seen some of the movies. And we went around the parks and collected autographs and had their picture taken with characters. Filled out their little books. So that was really awesome.
Okay.
So, and then the other one was this.
Is that Paul begging to spend more money in the shops?
Yes.
Okay.
This was, yes. So this was Paul asking me to marry him last December in front of Cinderella's castle.
Awesome. I love that. That's three great memories between you and Jen. I'm sure Miss Minter is going to come through with a grand slam for us here. What do you got, Angela?
I have lots of memories at this point. I think the one that sticks out to me the most was my visit right after character meet and greet started back. And I was in line for Goofy,
Mm-hmm.
my first meet and greet since COVID.
Okay.
And I started like getting really emotional about it. And the cast member took my phone, videoed the whole interaction
Oh, wow.
for me. I was a mess getting my first hug since COVID.
I love that. That's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Great memories. I can't wait to hear later on when we ask our guests those same questions. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get rolling because everybody's here to see the star of the night, and we're excited here. I'm gonna drop down here. Our guest tonight is an amazing family within our community. It starts out with the bright lights of Lily as she comes around, and which, by the way, I had to get a restraining order because she kept beating me up in the park. Bright light. That's true. No, I had the bruises to show for it. Uh, it happened. She is a bright light in our community, and when you see her, her smile just lights up the room. Absolutely lights up the room. Just a bundle of energy. And when you take the chance to get to know the family, the mom and dad, Ken and Jen, just amazing people that are just built on the core salt of the earth. Great pieces of those. Characteristics of people that you just want to spend time with, whether it's sitting around the fire, just chatting about good things about Disney, or it's running around the parks. They're a ton of fun. Coming in and joining us for the first time, it is Lily's Life on the show.
Yeah.
Hello, good to see you guys.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, how are you guys tonight? You got us emotional already a little bit. You're making mom and dad get a little crazy. We haven't even said anything yet.
I would be emotional too if I knew my daughter was beating up people. I mean, it's
yeah. Okay. Who put you up to it? Doug. There.
The great thing was she would whack me, and I'd turn around. She would go, Doug, and then just leave. So it was fun. Well, we're glad you're here tonight. We're excited to get into it. We usually start. I'm going to call an audible tonight. So, Steph, I'm calling an audible. Please bear with me. I was thinking about this here as we were sitting here. We usually do it with a short introduction, but so many people know you all already. I mean, the love that's in the chat tonight is amazing. I thought it might be nice if you guys would share maybe a little bit of Lily's story before we get into the fun and the angst that we're going to have a little bit later. And we've got some great stuff to talk about. Just a little bit about Lily and, kind of her journey to get to here. And I thought that would be a great thing. Is that okay with you guys?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, then I will steal Stephanie's thunder, and I'm going to throw it over to you and say, how about sharing us that story?
All right. Well, Lily, we knew, yes, we knew something was going on when she was little. So, as in like in the womb. So we were kind of prepared. She was born with arthrogryposis, multiplex congenital, AMC.
For sure.
Okay.
All that means is she has contractures of the joints and she has low muscle tone, and everybody is kind of affected differently. Unfortunately, she got affected a little bit more in her joints than most.
Okay.
And then, as I know, she's had lots of surgeries to help correct things, and she's been through a lot more than probably Ken and I have been combined. And she's still going and still smiling and trucking along, and she's willing to try everything. She has a spirit to try everything, that's for sure. So
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
yes.
Yes, she does. So, Ken, obviously that's a lot to go through, but man, I see you guys just handling it head on.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough for me to talk about because it brings back a lot of stuff. But at the same time, I always want to share it because it just proves how strong this girl is. And she spent 90 days in the hospital before we even brought her home after she was born, and that was a trek. Of back and forth every day, the ups and downs of being in a NICU and stuff. If anyone knows that, or if you've known anyone that's been through it, it's not an easy thing because you just don't know what's going to happen from day to day. And when the funny story we share about it after we brought her home, we were so excited to bring her home. We didn't think about what was going to happen once we got home, if that makes sense. Because after 90 days of being in the hospital, we got her home, and now like, oh my God, we don't have nurses anymore. We don't have anything. Now it's on us, So there was a panic attack for a little bit there, But and like Jenny said, she's had heel cord extension surgery, hip surgery, back surgery, all these different surgeries, and you guys have all met her. You've seen her, and she's one of the happiest kids I know, even though she's gone through all this stuff in her life, And yes, she's sassy. She's she's got an attitude towards her, but we love her to death. And you know what? I tell everybody this. I wouldn't trade her for anything. She's my baby, and she always will be. So. And then that's probably she takes advantage of that a little bit because now she's daddy's girl too. And so it's hard for me to say no a lot of times. But
right.
She's a great kid, and I just love that. Like I said, I know we're going to talk about her YouTube and stuff like that, but that's been one of the blessings of it is because you guys you get to see it, in her vlogs and her live streams and stuff. You get to see this person, and I think I think she brings a lot of joy to a lot of people. No ifs, ands, or buts about that.
I absolutely love that, and I agree with that. Well, since I took Stephanie's thunder to start, Steph, how about I know you had a question or two. How about throwing it over to you and you take it from here?
Okay. And I did want to mention about the NICU thing. My girls weren't in it for 90 days, but they were there for 6 weeks. And they were very, very little when they were born as well. They were 210, 210, and 212. So they were
okay. Lily
10 and a half
she was 34 weeks, 3 pounds, 4 ounces. It's easy to remember, So.
A girl? Oh, that's right. 34, 3.4. Yeah. I like it. That's awesome.
There you go.
Yes. So she got to cook a little bit longer, so that's right. Good. Gained some more weight. All right. So can you share with us your journey as a collective there to discovering Disney, social media, and the YouTube community? What drew you in, and how did you find your place within this magical online world?
Well, I'll start off, and then I'll let Lily do some talking here because I've shared this story a few times, but like I said, Lily, at some point, she fell in love with YouTube, the Disney community, watching YouTube streamers or vloggers or what have you. And just came out about one day that she said, "Dad, I want to be a YouTuber. I want my own YouTube channel. I want to go out and film this stuff at the parks and stuff." And when she brought that up, I was like, you know what? I have some kind of a technical background, but I said, I don't have a YouTube channel. I don't know much about YouTube other than I just watch videos on it. So I don't know how to post. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. But again, she wanted to do it. So I told her, yes, we'll do it. And then and we just did a few videos here and there, nothing big. And then the big day came when she started watching Myers and the Mouse, Kelly and I Bone. And was at work one day, and Jenny and Lily were at Hollywood Studios, and Kelly and Ivone were streaming there. And I said, they were eating lunch. I said, Kelly and Ivone are like literally right next to you guys, so you should go say hi. And so Jenny was behind the scenes. I don't want to bother them. They're eating lunch. Leave them, let them be, blah, 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 blah. So they literally sat there for 30 minutes waiting for Kelly to finish his lunch. And then when they came out, Lily and Jen went to talk to Kelly and Ivone. And then, of course, Lily just blurts out, I'm a YouTuber, too. And then you guys know Kelly and Ivone. That's all we need to hear. Go to Lily's life. And, of course, our subs started going up. And that's how we sort of, met a lot of people in the community. But, ever since then, like I said, 95% of our videos and stuff are from Disney, and the first few videos we tried to show of, people that use wheelchairs that go to Disney and showing them things they can still do while they're at Disney. We ran into some families that said, thanks for sharing this because my dad's permanently in a wheelchair and we didn't think he was going to be able to do anything. You guys showed us he can still do all these activities at Disney, and that was very heartwarming to hear that. And they were really, but that's been our story ever since. But Lily can explain to you what she loves about the YouTube and the Disney community, the whole Disney thing. But Lily, why do you love doing the Disney stuff and the YouTube stuff?
Because you show people how to do wheelchair stuff and show us the react and talk and have fun.
Absolutely.
Mostly the having fun part, right?
Yes. Well, shenanigans aside, right? Yeah.
Love it.
Just
Love
a
it.
little shenanigans.
Yeah. Love it.
All right, awesome. So I'm going to throw you guys over to Jen, and she has a few questions for you, too.
So you just mentioned how exciting it was to meet Kelly and Ivone for the first time. But now that you're a channel creator, people like to come and meet you now. They want to come and meet Lily. So Lily, how exciting is that for you? And how cool is it when people come up to you and want to meet you, especially for the first time? And then how you hand out your napkins. That is just was a cool thing for me to receive. But can you tell me how cool it is for you to meet people?
To meet people? Okay. One person I watch your channel. Hey, Lily's Life. Like, who's that? I watch your channel every day and love it and love you. Where's my napkin?
Yes, you can see it right on her face right now. The quick answer: she loves it. It's that's how we met Cakes and Mandy. Really just happened to be walking through Hollywood Studios, and we heard someone in the background say, "Hey, it's Lily's Life." And that was probably one of the first times we ever heard someone say that. Well, Jenny and I sort of like, "Whoa, who is this?" sort of thing, and we all know the story there. But yeah, she loves it, and I brought the napkin here so you can. Most people have seen it already.
Nice.
It's there, and this is what she hands out to people that we meet at the parks, or if they recognize her, or even if it's just, hey, are you guys YouTubers? And we start talking, and we give them a napkin. Now, we share with people that there's a lot of creators out there that have their buttons or their pins or whatever it is they hand out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Lily she went through a phase where she always had to have a napkin on her, tucked in her seatbelt on her chair. Disney napkins,
or school
napkins. Or school napkins. Always had one. So when she said, I want to start handing things out to people, I said, well, let's try and make this unique to you so it's even more memorable to people of what we can do. So Lily said, and I quote, let's make a napkin. And I was like, I love it. So we went online, we designed the napkin, and I'm pretty sure most of you, like I said, if you haven't gotten one yet, you can find us, you can get your own. But I know Molly has one, I know Pete has one. And Pete was washing his car or something with his napkin the other day, he said. So
I washed the car and then I put it up on eBay and I made good money. So thank you.
Because she always tells people when she hands it up, this is a souvenir. Do not wipe your mouth or blow your nose with it unless it's an emergency. That's what we point out to people, and of course, so it's
like she said to me, don't do anything wrong with it. I'm like,
yeah, right. But it's been a blessing. The whole YouTube community is just, whether it's you guys, the Cakes and Mandy's, the Dame Dystopias, the Dougs, I can go on and on and on. As Lily's dad, and I can speak for Jenny, is the love that you guys give her, is you don't see when you guys are joking around with her, and I see that smile. You don't see Jen and I because you're not looking at us, but we're behind the scenes like we're doing right now, sort of tearing up a little bit because I don't know if it's hard to explain. It's just it's so heartfelt, because you guys don't look at her as someone with special needs or different. It's just you're just Lily, and we love you. We love your attitude. We love, you make us laugh. Whatever it is. And I think anyone that's in chat, I'm trying to avoid the chat because if I had the chat open right now, Lily would be only paying attention to the chat. She wouldn't be looking at anything else. So, but most of the people that are in chat, I'm sure that have met her, would agree with that 100%. So, and Lily always lets it be known that you're what? Quite the trickster, right?
Yeah, like these people.
And just to reference, Lily, just so everybody knows, because Pete's the one that brought it up. What did Doug tell you to do that day to Pete?
Hey Pete. Okay.
So she just drove up and hit Pete. So there it was.
Yeah, she hauled out and whacked me, and then I looked back and she goes, "Doug said do it."
Doug told me to do it.
She just kept coming
Totally
back.
blamed Doug.
She just kept coming back and whacking me. So I waited for her to look the other way, and I grabbed another napkin that I had there, and I went, and she looked at me. I said, "Hey, gotta use your napkin for something." We had fun. I like joking with Lily. We go back and forth. We have a good time. She's awesome.
Yeah, it is good. It is.
So, Jen?
I know when I got my napkin, that was like the hottest day right outside of Tron there when Lily handed me that napkin, and I kept wanting to like wipe the sweat off my face, and I'm like, no, I can't.
The great thing, Jen, I'm glad you asked that question because I have seen, and I'm not going to pull names out. I'll just say instances. I have seen people literally fold them up and put them away like Mickey had given them something into their pouch.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen another creator friend of ours who actually put it into his clear pouch and now carries it to the park with him everywhere he goes. And I love to see that Lily and her family have made that much of an impact on people that they cherish and value that. And I actually have ours. Preston has ours folded into a book in there, into our Disney book. That's where it actually is. It's not out of my car, as much as Ken would like to put it out there with that. That was a great question. So I'll let you keep
And
going.
Lily, I have to mention, can I say, your uncle Scott is in the chat and wants to know why he was there for a 5-day trip and did not get a napkin.
Uh-oh.
It's in the mail.
It's in the mail.
It's in the mail.
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, you're right. You had to personalize it. So there we go.
Well, I want to talk about another great moment that we have all experienced with Lily here in this community. And that was when you guys were inducted into the Disney YouTube Hall of Fame recognition series, numbers 272, 273, and 274. And you were the characters of Three Caballeros. So can you tell us, Lily, what that meant to you when you were inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Look at me.
And this is
Well, how did you feel when you found out?
I'm like, what is this? I'm like, who's Hall of Fame? Did somebody get in trouble or something?
But I was like,
I was really happy.
you were very happy, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you do when you heard your name? When Kelly announced your name, what did you do?
Wow,
Yeah.
a winner, yeah.
And what did Mom and Dad do?
Right.
We did. Well, you can elaborate a little bit more where we were and what happened when that announcement.
Well, yeah, the whole YouTube community and everything was still new to us because people are like, "Oh, do you know who?" And this person or that person. We're like, "No," but as we got to know people, and then obviously Cakes, Mandy, Jane, they all came down, and Ivonne and Kelly, and we all went out to eat. And Kelly had to mysteriously leave for a show, and we're like, "Okay." And Ivonne's like, "I'm gonna stay." I'm like, "Okay." And then everybody had their phones out recording us, and we're like, "What's going on here?" Like, "No, shh, listen." We're like, "What is happening? Like, we don't know what's going on. Like, what is going on?" But then as they went through everything, and after we got done crying, yes, just to be like noticed and honored by your peers. We haven't been around that long, and just I don't know. It still makes me speechless because it's very heartwarming, and it's still unbelievable to me. So I know she was extremely happy.
So I will highlight for you a couple quick things. One, uh, her votes were unanimous for when they came in for you all to go in. First off, second off, I can tell you that our oversight committee was exceptionally excited when they saw that you had the votes to get in. Third, it shows what an impact you have made on this community and the lives of the people around you, that people wanted to do that and to recognize you. And fourth, what you don't know and nobody knows because we kept it quiet, Kelly and I put that whole plan together the minute we saw you were inducted. It was
Oh,
to try to get you there. It was to try to get you there. He really wanted to try to sit at the table and broadcast. That was the original plan, was for him to try to do it from there, but we didn't think we could pull it off with all the noise and surroundings and everything. So that's why he went to where he did. But the plan was to be able to, for you to be able to hopefully be hugged by people in the community that were close to you when that announcement came out. So congratulations again, and well deserved. So
well,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
It worked perfectly. Thank you.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Can I
Jen,
sidetrack just a second here, Pete, and just say,
Yeah.
since we're talking about Kelly and Ivone and Myers and the Mouse, two of the most wonderful people that we've met during this entire process, Kelly and Ivone.
Mhm.
And if they are watching, I get emotional talking about it because it did really start with their push, of them and them giving the push to, again, make us even bigger and better than we ever thought. We're just she just surpassed, we live streamed twice yesterday and she surpassed 1,900 subs yesterday. So we're on our way to 2, and it's like, I said, Lily, I don't know 2,000 people, personally. So I'm just like, to see this many people subscribing to her and wanting to see her and stuff. And Kelly and Ivone, since we met them like over 3 years ago now, if you've seen a lot of his live streams, Kelly and Lily go back and forth quite a bit. They're pranking each other, whatever. And the best moment I think we ever had is when we stole Kelly's spot for the parade. When we got to his spot before him, and Lily had that sign. If you've never seen that video, I know people have it, where Lily made a sign before he got there that said, "Keep moving, Myers. This spot is full." And it was a classic moment. And to this day, every time he goes back to that spot, he's always wondering if Lily's going to beat him to that spot, So it's just, but long story short, I just wanted to take this opportunity, if Kelly and Ivone, if they watch us back or if they're here, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for the love you've shown us from day one, and it's, so there it is. Yeah. Whose spot? Yes, it's Cake's spot, really, but we call it, okay, he's going to get it out there. But yeah, it's, so yes, I just want to make sure I gave Kelly and Ivone their due because we
Very
love them
nice.
very much.
Very
wanna say
nice.
something?
Okay, ready for this? Cake, don't get me mad. And this is Halloween Studios. Second day, see Marcy, Kelly, Ivone. And the sunset butterhorn is like Kate's minute, let's see ya. And Kate's minute, and I like, oh, no, like that. So, hi, Kelly. Oh, yeah, Ivone. Hey, and Kate's minute went to hiking me. Why?
So if you didn't follow that, there was a day Cakes and Mandy were there at Hollywood Studios, and they didn't say hi to Lily, and she'll never let them forget it. So
There you go. There you go. I love
But
going flying by Kelly in that spot when I'm down there in the park.
Yeah.
I go flying by him like the parade. You're in Lily's spot, and I just keep going. So it's always good to do that. So don't forget. Make sure you are subscribed. Lily's link is being put in the chat by Debbie tonight. We're also putting their second channel in. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. And make sure you're subscribed here tonight and hit that like. We're at 96 likes. We need 6 more for triple digits. Are you kidding me? Jen, where are we going next?
We're going to Angela.
Okay. Miss Minter.
Yes. So let me get through this massive list of people who've come in. Because we've had a lot of friends joining us today. So I'd like to welcome in Jason Thibodeau, Surfer Girl 326, Little Mermaid fan, Mandy Adams, Kimberly Karowski, Saturday Parks Live, Rob UK Diz Dad, Karen E, Benny Rodriguez, Marie No, movie made me a Nick. Not So Scary Mary TV. Dorothy Winkowski.
Mom.
Ellie.
That's grandma.
Kyla. Slushken. No. Amy DeBoard. Marla Reyes Ortiz.
Awesome.
My mom.
Some of these, it was hard to read my writing because I was trying to write fast. Okay. So, my favorite subject, food. So, what is the one food related thing you absolutely must do on every Disney trip?
Mm.
Mac and cheese and no peanut butter jelly and mac and cheese.
She's pretty simple.
You're a cheap date. Good Lord.
Yes.
Yeah, she's notorious for Lily. Just I don't know if it's part of her condition or not. She just when it comes to a big portion, it's only so much she can eat in a sense of it's always smaller than most, than what most people get. So a lot of times when we go to a restaurant, she'll ask for a kid's menu just because that's about as much as she can handle.
Right. A kid's menu with fruit punch.
Yeah.
No.
No fruit punch.
No.
But yeah. So usually a kid's menu will have the mac and cheese, they'll have the peanut butter and jellies, they'll have chicken strips or something like that. But usually her go-to choice is what?
Peanut butter jelly and mac and cheese.
Peanut butter and jelly and mac and cheese.
And apple juice.
And apple juice. There it is.
Nice.
And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Oh. As far as Jen and I go. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
I said as far as Jen and I go, as long as it's hot and ready, we're gonna eat it probably. So it's just not us at the park. So it's just and if it's in air conditioning. Yesterday we were at Epcot and we went to where was it? Rose and Crown, and they wanted to sit us outside at 3:00 in the afternoon yesterday.
Oof.
I said that ain't fun.
And you can get peanut butter jelly. You can get Uncrustables anywhere in the park. I love Uncrustables, and that's a great one to get.
Yeah, absolutely.
Grape. Yeah.
Grape flavored, right? That's your fave? Yes. There you go.
Right. So we're going to do some favorites here and kind of like a little bit of a rapid fire. Favorite park to attend?
That's for you.
Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios.
Nice.
Probably Hollywood Studios, yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Top 3 rides of all Disney.
Ooh.
Haunted Mansion.
Seriously.
Toy Story Media.
Toy Story Mania. Yeah.
Toy Story Mania. That's a good one.
Adversity.
Good choice.
Right? And what's your third one? Don't remember.
Rise of Resistance.
Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one. That's 3 great ones.
Yeah.
All right,
I will say, yeah, it was Rise of the Resistance. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I always share with people. The first time I rode that, I was floored. I mean, I think Rise of the Resistance brought on. I'm convinced Rise of the Resistance caused Universal to build Epic Universe because when that ride came out, they were like, "Holy smokes, we got to catch up." That was my opinion, So it's like, I haven't been to Epic yet, but I think that had a lot to do with it. Rise was just. My mother went on Rise of the Resistance. She knows nothing about Star Wars. She got off that thing. She's like, "What was that? That was unbelievable." So it was just like, so between that and I'm trying to remember. I like Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm gonna say Small World just because I know it bothers Cakes because we always go on it with Cakes.
It's
So,
AC and
it's
relax.
AC. There we go. So thank you.
Nice. Jen, do you have any that you want to throw out there for you?
I'm very competitive. So Toy Story Mania, Guardians of the Galaxy, always hoping for September, which I never get. And probably Safari. I just love animals. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Good ones. Okay.
Nice. All right. Character to meet and greet.
Do you like to meet and greet with anybody?
Ray.
There it is.
Star Wars Land.
Shocking. So, Yes. So Lily has got quite the history with Ray from Batu. Even before COVID hit, I wish we could have found some more pictures and some videos for you guys, because there was a Ray back. I mean, yes, there was a Ray back then before COVID that got to know Lily really well. And every time she saw Lily, it was no one else in the park sort of mattered at that point to that Ray. It was like, oh, Lily's here, I gotta go. So, and she did things behind the scenes with her. She actually, her and Vi one day set up a scene where Lily was in Batu and Chewbacca was there too, where they said, Lily, we need you to stay here for a second. We might have some issues, So we stayed there for 2 seconds. They came back out, Ray, Vi, and Chewie. And then 2 stormtroopers started coming up, and they said, Lily, now is your moment. Use the Force. This is your moment, and they played it all out. The stormtroopers, everybody. And Lily used the Force on the stormtroopers, like, go away. You're playing mind tricks on them. And they did their thing. And then Ray, Chewie, and Vi just started cheering, and everyone around was like, let it go, Lily. I mean, it was crazy, It was just like, but they knew Lily was there. So when they saw her, obviously behind the scenes, they said, Lily's here. We're going to do something special for her tonight, and it was just, her mom and dad, obviously not even knowing this was happening, was crazy, So it was,
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I agree with Lily. I'm pretty close. I like visiting Chewie. That's my meet and greet guy, because he's always, you can say. I asked him the other day. I said, Lily or Chewie, what did you really think when Princess Leia called you a walking carpet? He gave his response and started laughing. I was like, that's the type of thing that Chewie just does, right? So it was like, but yeah, that would be that. Lily and I, we share a little Star Wars bond over the last few years, which is great. What about yours, Mom?
So awesome.
She's just classic Mickey. There you go.
Always get a hug from Mickey.
So, Disney song.
I'm gonna do one or do two.
You can do two.
The young guys and we don't talk about Bruno.
Oh,
Yes. We hear that every day in our house, multiple times a day.
But she changes the name every once in a while too. So if we're watching Doug in the morning, she'll change it to Doug. We don't talk about Doug. She'll start saying
well, that's worth it.
And unfortunately, Pete, you've come up in that song too, right?
Hey!
We don't talk about Pete.
Good
Yeah,
gravy.
it's fun. I don't know if I have a favorite song from Disney, but I'll just say Small World, just because I know it irks Kate and I know he's there. So I'm going to say it again. So.
Good deal.
It works.
It does. Oh, anything. Mary Poppins, anything. That's what kind of I grew up on. So, and The Little Mermaid. Anything from there is good. Those two.
That's good ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
So favorite Disney princess.
Oh,
No, yeah. No question, huh? Easy.
We talked about this earlier. My answer was going to be all of them, in the sense of, over the years, again, I don't want to get emotional because I'm a dad, but over the years, the princesses, when she was in the princess stage of her life, they all went above and beyond for her every time they saw her. I mean, we would ask them, can you sit down so I can put Lily on your lap, or whatever it was, and they didn't worry about how fat she was and all that other stuff. They said, yeah, go ahead, and just make, and we made sure everything was set up right, blah, blah, blah. Because she just didn't want to be in her chair and interact with the princess. She wanted to be right there, level to level, like even going to visit Ariel in the grotto, she said, yeah, I'll slide over, bring her right here, or
love it.
there was a time back in the day when they had the princesses lined up, you could sort of like do one right after the other. They all three of them, instead of just doing one at a time, all three of them got together and they all interacted with her at the same time, and it was just so when we talk about Disney magic and there's something special about Disney, those are the types of things we are always talking about, because the Disney cast members, the characters, whatever, I've seen it 1,000 times since we became pass holders there, of the magic that they bring to her all the time, and it's not just her. I've seen it countless times with other people too. It's they really do go above and beyond to make people feel special when they're there.
Do you have a favorite Muppet?
Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy.
Why do you like Miss Piggy?
She's pink and she's beautiful, I guess.
She's pink and beautiful? Okay, there you go.
Is she a little bit sassy?
Sassy.
Is she sassy? Beaker.
And
Oh, I like the chef, and is it Rolf, the little dog?
Rolf the dog.
Yeah,
Bro.
playing the piano, his little ears flapping. Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks
yeah,
looks just
yeah.
like Piano Rob. That's great.
All right. And then quickly, if we can welcome in Stacy D. Tiger fan, Aaron Murphy, and Grandma Gopher.
Love it, love it, love it.
There we go.
Angela, before we go over to Steph, I just want to throw it out there. I know there have been multiple questions in the chat that we haven't been able to get to. Maybe you guys, after the show is over, when it renders, can go back as you're watching maybe the replay and put some of those answers into the comment section for people to go back and take a look at. I think that would be great. With our time tonight, if we go through our show and then go through every question tonight, we would be here till midnight. And at midnight, cakes turns into a pumpkin, so we can't do that. So, so we have to try to get through as much as we can. Angela, where are we going?
We're heading over to Steph.
Oh, okay.
Okie dokie. So we are going to talk now about the beverage of the week. And this week, Miss Lily has chosen the Main Street Root Beer Float. Looks delicious, especially with the little things on top. I didn't know they have little chocolate chips. So tell us why you like this treat so much.
because I love ice cream in root beer floats, and my family loves river float. I want to try it. Oh my god, I like it. I want to try it. Oh, Disney have one. Okay.
Yeah. Where have you been all my life, Mr. Root Beer Float?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So any personal or past experiences have you had enjoying your beverage?
Remember when Cakes and Mandy were down? And you
Cakes
got a
and-
root beer float?
Yeah.
Did you want to share it
Uh-oh.
with Cakes?
No.
No.
I'm like, no, you got other one.
Said go get your own.
Get
Right?
your own.
You don't need his germs. That's right.
Poor
Good.
cakes.
Cakes has,
Yeah, poor Cakes.
yes,
That's what they
cooties.
call them. Poor Cakes, right? No,
Hey, that's
yeah,
only
she,
fair.
he does get the root beer float. I don't want to say after me per se. I know you enjoyed them too, but but at the same time, it's the root beer float and the ice cream comes from my dad. He always had to have ice cream, and he grew up in the old A&W days, right? The A&W restaurants, if you guys remember those, the drive-in ice cream places and stuff. So, and that's a hand-me-down for me. And then to her, she used to only just have vanilla ice cream. That was it. I just want vanilla, right? But now I said, well, why don't you try root beer float? Yeah, and we've paid the price ever since because that's so now it's root beer float.
That's great.
Love it.
Plus, it's nice this time of year with the summer.
Yep.
Right, Lily? Does that cool you down from the heat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I noticed yesterday on your stream you were just hot. You were zooming your little chair to that to the store over there where connections.
I'm going to the store AC.
You gotta love that AC.
Yeah, you were
right?
speeding past everybody. I was like, "Go, girl, that's me." If I could go that fast to get into air conditioning, I would. So, all right. So, any of you ladies, besides myself, up in the panel, have you guys tried this before? We can start with Jen. Holly, sorry.
That's okay. I have had a root beer float before, but I have not had one on Main Street. So I am definitely going to have to try that next time I'm down there. But root beer floats are amazing. I make them here at home quite often. So it'll be nice to try one on Main Street. So thanks for the suggestion, Lily. I'm going to try it next time I'm down there.
Nice.
Angela, how about you?
I love me a good root beer float. I have not tried one at Disney, and now I feel I need to do so. So I think next time I'm going to get me a root beer float and then watch a parade or watch fireworks or something like that.
That sounds like a good plan. I like that plan.
What about you, Pete?
Mhm.
I haven't met a root beer float I don't like yet.
There you go. I like them too. I just like the other two. I haven't had it from Disney yet, so.
I have had them at Disney a couple times, and they are refreshing, but seem to be too small because it's always so hot down there. You kind of go through that root beer really quick. So, but definitely enjoyable. I love it. Love it. Good call out.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right, so let's head over to you, Pete.
let's do some fun questions here as we're having some fun. And I posed one to the ladies earlier. Now we're going to throw it over to you, and I'll read that back out around. It says, this past Thursday, Disneyland celebrated its 70th and a remarkable milestone for the park as well, that Walt Disney opened with a dream and a vision. So what comes to mind for you as the most magical experience or experiences that you've had in the park or on property?
What was your most
Was it meat and cakes and Mandy? No, I'm teasing.
In Epcot in a Canto show, first time I went in the stage and do a Bruno, we talk about Bruno's dance along.
You got picked to be in the show.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. So that was pretty cool.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
That's an awesome memory.
Yeah.
And anytime she gets to walk around with Ray and they do little missions and everything like that one that she already explained, but she's done probably 50 or so more.
Wow.
That we haven't talked about too, right?
Right.
She picks you out. Lily!
I'm trying to remember the name of the show. Hollywood Studios, they used to have that stage show right in front of the Chinese theater. There was a Star Wars show they did for a while, like the Walk of the...
Stormtroopers came up and down.
The Stormtrooper thing, right. And they had the stage show with all the characters. And basically, once the show ended, they all walked by Launch Bay back to their area and off stage. They always picked one kid to be by Launch Bay that would basically, you're using the Force to keep them moving or what have you, you know. And when they announced that, at one point they announced that they were going to have their last show, Lily was picked for that last show.
Nice.
We were cast member stories like, you guys are here all the time. I want her to be here for the last show. So they picked her for that last show. So which was pretty fun.
I thought someone was saying.
Yep.
I thought someone was saying.
Yeah.
And Cold Night with Dame Sophia. I got 300 subscribers on my channel, and Dame is, I'm cold, nobody heaters.
So if you guys don't know, yeah, Dame is probably flipping in her chair right now because the first time we met Dame in person, it was a cold day in Florida. For Florida, it was cold, you know. And I'll admit, we were all wearing long sleeves that night. And Dame looked, and I joke around. I say Dame looked like Randy from A Christmas Story. You know, she was so layered up she couldn't put her arms down. You know, so it was like, you know. So,
I'm now officially going to call her Randy.
So it's Ralphie.
Yeah, no, Randy was the brother.
Oh.
Yeah, right. So and realistically, we could talk about all the other stories and stuff like that. The magic of Disney has brought us an unbelievable community of people like Dame and you guys and everybody. You know, or else we wouldn't know you otherwise. You know, we'd just be you know, watching your streams like any, you know, and it's great that we can just watch your streams. That'd be great. But the bonus is we know you all personally at this point too. You know, so it's just and the joking and the laughing and you know, the hugging, whatever it is, it's just that's the magic of Disney right there, you know, in a nutshell, because we wouldn't really know most of you without it.
Love it. Well, I'm going to throw it over to Jen so we can keep right on flowing along, and we'll go from there. Jen, where are we going?
So I want to take a moment to talk to Lily about the things that she collects.
Ooh.
So let's talk about Funko Pops and shirts and pins. Can you tell us, Lily, why you wanted to start collecting these things? And then tell us, what are some of your most favorite things in your collections?
I love Funko Pops, like to play with them. We had let's go to Disney, let's play, let's go around the Haunted Mansion, let's go to Pirates, wherever. And shirts, YouTube merch, you know. And sports stuff, and what's this, okay, and Lily's like, okay.
Yeah. How many Funko Pops do you have, Lily?
70.
She's got a little over 70 Funko Pops.
70.
Oh my
goodness.
70,
and she has her favorite one up here that she wanted to share with you people. So we'll have Jenny sort of hold it up.
Kelly Myers in the That's
Kelly
your favorite
Myers
one?
in the
Very
mouse.
cool.
Yes.
Okay, why doesn't he have a shirt on? What's going on with that?
It's white.
Oh Oh my
that was
gosh.
a gift. That was a gift. The funny thing is, he's holding his cell phone. He's getting ready to live stream and everything. So it's like, yeah, it's pretty good.
That's a cool one.
And she does collect the. She's not when she mentioned the pins or same thing. It's not so much that she does the Disney pin trading or anything. She's not really into that, but the streamers and the vloggers pins that people hand out, she's got a boatload of those. That's her big thing. She's got them all displayed in one box. So
Nice.
it's yeah.
And she does like to support
Yeah.
all the YouTubers. Like she's got Myers and the Mouse merch. She's got Living in Dish. She's got
Resort TV.
Resort TV. I mean, she just loves that kind of stuff. She loves showing it off, and yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I go to Epcot. I went to where Resort TV 1 because it's an Epcot ball and a Monorail next to it.
That's right. And you got Pete McDevitt on order, right?
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
In the mail. In the mail.
No, she does not, but she is going to get sent tonight. I'm going to go on and I'm going to buy her the Skyliner Pete McDevitt Show shirt and send it to your house.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I
You're
want
welcome.
pink, please.
Yeah, I'll talk with you after the show about size and color and all that.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
So, all right, where are we at, Jen?
Yeah. So, yeah, were you done? Was that all you wanted to say about those collections? We're done with that.
Was there anything else that you collect, Lily? I'm trying to think here.
Popcorn bucket.
Well, I should say she collects costumes.
Costume.
And I know I sent Pete some pictures later. Maybe I think I'm gonna have to put some of those online for you, Lily, because she went through the Ariel phase where she had to have like 8 different Ariel costumes. Then she went through the Belle phase where she had 8 different Belle dresses because all these movies were animated. Then they came out with the live action, so the animated costumes weren't good enough. Now I need the live action costumes, right? So she went through that with Belle, and then she went over to the other side with Harry Potter. She wanted to be Hermione, so she got that costume all decked out. And now she has got a Ray costume for every movie and then some, right?
Nice.
So it's like 3 movies, 3 different costumes. See, Disney knows how to do their stuff. They give her a different costume, so we got to buy it.
No, it's Haunted Mansion.
And now she's into the Haunted Mansion phase. So she's made her rounds.
So, Lily, can you tell us about that beautiful costume you have of Constance Hatchaway?
Oh, boy.
Oh, I see the smile.
In the parade. And this
Tell them what you dressed up for us last Halloween.
Constance Hatchaway.
And what everybody else was what?
Dad, Mala Goss, and Green Buggies. And Mom is Mana Order. Wear a wig and a whole thing.
That's right.
And she's pretty.
That's right. And then what happened in the so you wore the Constance, you were out and you had the makeup on and everything.
Yeah.
And then the parade happened, and what Constance was in the parade, right?
Constance in the parade.
And what did she do?
She like, wow. She like, boo. You Yeah.
Yeah, she did. So.
And what do you wear every week?
My Constance.
She still wears her constant costume.
Nice.
Yes. Yes.
So, Lily, is there any character you haven't dressed up as that you want to?
Oh boy.
Evil stepmother. No. Queen of Hearts. Evil stepmother.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, so
He's in
maybe
the villain
soon we'll
phase.
see those.
Yes.
What about
Nice.
Maleficent?
Yeah. 2. Yes.
Yeah.
Where's that dude?
Me too.
Nice. Well, we love seeing you in those costumes, and I love when you're dressed up as Constance Hatchaway and you wear the pearl necklace. It just looks so great. So don't stop dressing up as Constance Hatchaway. We want to keep seeing that.
And I had it with it in the roses.
Yep.
She had
Yep. That's a great costume.
in the roses, and she took a picture with Jack Skellington. Do you remember what he said to you? When he saw the hat, he said, "Oh, it's always good to be prepared."
There you go.
She's not wrong. All right, let's move on over to Angela and see if we had any more friends come in to say hello to Lily.
We did have some more friends that came in. We had Adele, We have Stacy Rogers, Lila Rose, Ghost Host, Fly Girl 517, Renee A, and Stanley Sucks. All have been on us.
Nice.
Yeah. So, okay. You had an incredible journey to sail aboard the Disney Wish, which I'm a little jealous of, and is probably going to be my next cruise. And visited the breathtaking Castaway Cay, which I also really enjoy. Can you share with us that experience? What it was like? What made it so memorable in your Disney journey?
My first cruise is Disney Wish. I have fun there. Yeah, only good days.
What did you do?
Go to kids club, play video games, and eat, and get some ice cream.
Nice.
I met Goofy and Captain Jack.
Yeah.
In one beach, put that sand in the water, and I had so much fun in Castaway Cay cruises.
Nice. That sounds like the place to go. Everybody loves that scene.
Are you going on another cruise?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm going on other cruise.
Which ship?
Disney Treasure.
Disney Treasure. Yes, that's our next
Nice.
one. Yes. Yes, that'll be a big 7-day one too. So we're gonna see how that goes. It's, yeah. And the reason why she wants to do the treasure is because it has a Haunted Mansion themed lounge on that ship. So she's all pretty pumped for that, right? So it's like, and she was actually awarded that cruise from. I'm going to plug them just a little bit. I hope you don't mind, Pete, but it was for the Children's Dream Fund here in Florida. She was picked to and granted a dream. And long story short, she said she wanted to do a 7-day cruise on the Disney Treasure, the new ship. And they said, not a problem, didn't bat an eye, and they gave it to her right away. And it's the Children's Dream Fund. If you're from Florida, I'm going to plug it. Like I said, it's a great website, thechildrensdreamfund.com here down in Florida. It's just like Make-A-Wish, but you don't have to have something. Make-A-Wish, they have their rules with, it's almost, the worst case scenario for these kids.
Right.
And they want to give them, which is great. Don't get, it's awesome. The Children's Dream Fund is basically if you have any type of special needs that deems them, they feel like you're worthy of a dream, they're going to grant it for you. So they got a hold of Lily. They
That's
granted
amazing.
it for her. They fell in love with her right away, just like everybody else does, right? And they said, Lily, what do you want? And I was shooting for something bigger, but it wasn't my dream, I guess. So she picked it herself, so it was all good. No, I said,
Love it.
That's a great dream.
No, it is. It is. She's pretty excited for it. I'm happy for it. And I tell everybody, if you've never done it, once you do a Disney cruise, it's hard to go back to any other cruise line. It really is. It's just like the parks. It's very magical in those things. So if you haven't done one yet, I would recommend it. So I know Lily would.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, I did my first one a few months ago, and I'm hooked. I'm hooked. So the festivals at Epcot are such a magical time in the parks, and we've heard some of your favorites already. So which would be your favorite festival? Food and wine, holiday celebrations? If you could share a little bit about what makes them special for you.
What's your favorite festival?
Sizemore Arts.
Festival of the Arts?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
because it's pigment, make some art, and get some Haunted Mansion pictures and
Yes.
Disney.
Yes. Yes. So basically, what she's saying is she was able to get some Haunted Mansion art last year. Not the ones you see behind you, but there was some other stuff. But it was an adventure there, and I would agree with her. I enjoyed the Festival of the Arts too. One because they have a bunch of Star Wars stuff there, and I know you've had some guests, Pete, in the past that have specialize in that, and it's because I'm funny. I'll see something and I'll take a picture of it. I'll text Cakes or whoever, say, hey, do you want this? I'll pick it up. I end up picking up stuff for people because I know they probably don't want to miss out on it, so it's good. But Yeah, I agree with Lily. I think the Festival of the Arts, if you're talking festivals, yeah, I think I enjoy them all, but I think that one's our favorite. So I can't speak for Jenny, though. She might have a different
No, I agree. I'm simple. I agree.
No, I forgot to mention
But
the art thing. Pete, I'm going to send it to you someday. We always take you got that living art or whatever they call it, where you can take a picture of like famous. The one with Lily and I and Jenny crossing the Delaware with George Washington. I wait till you see that one. It's pretty classic.
One of your favorite ones. I tell you what we will do. I know we're getting ready to go over to Jen for a good segment here, but I will step out on a limb here and I will say that Jen and I have been very blessed to meet a lot of these artists, and I don't think I'm stretching myself out by saying you come find us when we're down there for Festival of the Arts for 2026, and I do know of a person who kind of knows a little bit about the Ghost Host voice, who's coming back to the Festival of the Arts this year, who I think, since he's drawn Madame Leota and all himself, I think I might be able to get him to do you a little thing on the side for a little Haunted Mansion thing, maybe the logo or something. Pretty sure I can talk to him about that. So we'll hang tight. We'll revisit that come first of the year. I think that would be kind of
cool. That's awesome, guys.
So, oh, Stacy, zip it. Sorry. Jen, go ahead.
She knew who we were talking about. Okay, so this is the time in the show where we ask our guests to share with us content that they love to watch. So tonight we're going to highlight 3 of their favorite channels, Lily's favorite channels. And the first one is Myers and the Mouse. Next is Kyle Paulo. And the third one is J House Vlogs. So, Lily, why don't you tell us what you like about J House Vlogs?
Because they're really nice family, and they help people understand their stuff and help people do this. And it's so much fun. They're playing games, kids bike stuff, and Disney stuff, and some Disney stuff, and a lot of stuff is fun. Watch it every day.
Nice. How about tell us about Kyle Paulo?
At Disney, I watch Kyle because he watches a video every single day. He's so nice to me, and he wrote my heart. He's so pretty. He's so nice to me.
You're getting too excited.
He's so nice to me, and he's helpful, nice, and he's so much fun. Yeah. And he do cruises and Disney stuff. Yeah, there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Now, what about this channel that I've never heard of? Myers and the Mouse.
Man, that guy's really old.
You got her going now.
You got her laughing too hard. She can't speak right now.
Oh yeah, you got her going now.
We want to see her laughing.
Did I break Lily? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break Lily.
Lily's broken. Oh no.
Yes. Yeah. No, are you okay? You can wipe your eyes now?
Yes. Thank you, Lord, Pete.
You gotta wipe her eyes. Oh man, sorry. You got her going. You got me going. Oh man.
Because I like Marcy's house. Because they really warm my heart. And they're really nice to me. And they're sweet people ever. And let's go some rides. Okay. There wants some rides. And Kelly takes much. And they're like Kelly's spot. He loves it. He loves them. He loves me. And I know. Gave me a bracelet. Haunted Mansion bracelet. He gave me a lot of Haunted Mansion stuff. He loves me. And Kelly, now, he's a KBI on every Disney ride. KBI.
Oh. No, I know you guys are laughing. You guys all know the KBI story, is that correct?
Yeah, Kelly broke it.
Kelly broke it. That originated with this girl right here. The first time we ever wrote something together, we were, I believe it was Toy Story Mania. I got stuck for a second, and Lily just blurted out during his live stream, Kelly broke it. And then we all started laughing because he was like, "Why are you blaming me?" And she's like, "Because I don't want to blame anybody else. I'm just going to blame you. It was Kelly broke it. Kelly broke it." So that started the first one. And then the next time we were with him, we did another line, and we got stuck on it again. And she just blurted out, "Kelly broke it." And then so Kelly's like, "Man, this is getting out of hand." And I sort of looked at him. I said, "Kelly," I said, "we should probably shorten it so it just doesn't sound as bad. Just Kelly broke it." And we all sort of just said, Lily's like KBI, and the live stream, and ever since that day, it has stuck. They made emojis out of it now and everything. And Kelly's even got shirts about the KBIs and stuff.
He does.
And I told him, I said, we deserve a little, side piece for whatever you get in sales for KBIs, but we're kidding, of course. But at the same time, it's the KBI came from his brain right here. So, and that's how it all started. And it's really, I got to believe, I'm not looking at chat, but at the same time, in the chat, everyone will back that up because they know it did start with Lily with the KBI, and it's crazy now because it's almost like a phenomenon, so it's pretty good.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Where are we going? We are going where? Jen, where are we going?
But I wanted to ask Angela real quick if we had anybody new come into the chat.
Okay.
We did have a couple people come in. We had O'Connell and Beth Sunflower, and Christina G just popped in.
Thank you for joining.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay, Steph.
Alrighty. I am going to recap our show tonight. So listen up, everybody. We had an amazing show with an amazing set of guests featuring Lily, of course, right there front and center. And here are a few of the highlights of our show. Tonight we had some truly heartwarming discussions as we got to learn more about Lily and her amazing parents and their journey into discovering the Disney community that we all are part of here and our deep love for Disney that connects them all. We're truly blessed tonight to hear a heartfelt reflection on the Disney YouTube Hall of Fame induction, the excitement around having her own YouTube channel, and of course, talking about that amazing root beer float. I'm sure everybody's as hungry as I am right now. So, Team Lily shared all of their Disney park favorites with us, and Lily even opened up about her passionate collections and her amazing Disney outfits and bounding that truly brings the magic to life. We close out tonight with our chat and our wonderful discussions about Disney cruising and the magic of Disney festivals and some incredible channels that Lily loves. This has truly been a spectacular night. I encourage everyone to leave a comment on the show with their thoughts and about the content tonight. And don't forget, our folks here will be answering some questions for you too if you guys had some that didn't get answered. So, is that right?
Love it.
Yep. Awesome.
Love it, love it, love it.
And
Christina, her links were posted. Moderators, if you could repost the links for the channels that she's endorsing, I'd appreciate that, please. But I did see them; they were posted up in the top there. So thank you, Steph.
All right,
great recap.
And Miss Angela is going to tell us about who's going to be visiting with us next week.
Nice.
Yes. So next week's creator guest is Bursting with Disney Magic on Instagram, known for their colorful and intriguing content that captivates and delights fans across the platform. Her YouTube channel is a vibrant mix of content featuring makeup tutorials, Disney magic, Harry Potter adventures, Universal Studios experiences, and the charm of Dollywood, all brought together with her unique creative flair. This channel has an incredible success with nearly 7,000 subscribers and approaching 3 million channel views, an impressive achievement that showcases the impact her unique and engaging content. I haven't seen anything quite like it. And next week joining us is going to be Christy of Christy's Corner.
Yeah, this will be a really unique guest, everybody, because Christy's a Disney creator on a small end. She's a bigger creator and very well respected in the makeup industry. And the one thing that she loves to do is she takes her makeup to a whole nother level where she uses it to create characters, and like she will redo Disney characters. And I've seen some of her stuff sometime. Her one that she does, which is Universal, which is the Grinch, is absolutely ridiculous. And she actually had Universal reach out to her and want to do something with her because it was so good. So it'll be interesting to talk to her next week. She's been in the community for quite a long time, just not as active around. So it'll be fun to talk with her. Real quick before we go to our guest for a final thought of the night, let me first say thank you to Ken and Jen and to Lily for coming on tonight and sharing some of their thoughts, some of their stories, and some of their smiles with us. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. Of course, we highlighted you can find Lily's life on YouTube. We've been dropping that link in throughout the night. Moderators can drop that again. Please go over, give her a follow. They're not far from that 2,000 range. And if you're already following her, do me a favor. Make me a promise. You had a good time tonight. The next video they do, a live or a vlog, share it out with somebody that doesn't know about them. Maybe that'll help them get to 2 a little bit quicker. We also want to highlight the 927, where Cakes demands to be talked about first. Cakes and Kenny J, Thursday nights, their shows have been really good for just starting out. You wouldn't know that these guys are brand new creators. It's been a lot of fun. Make sure Thursday night at 7 o'clock. It's one of your viewing choices to check them out. And if you haven't seen their first couple shows, go over there and take a look at it. And I think you're going to be smiling, and we can drop that link in there for them as well. Want to remind everybody that this show, the Triple C Show, is available on podcast form along with video form on a playlist. You can go back and see any of the shows that we've done here on the channel. And it's pretty exciting, guys, when I can tell you that Kenny and Jenny and Lily, that you see Tanya up there at 1,900 views, and several other great creators right there with 1,000 views. Lily's already halfway there tonight, over 500 views on this stream. Shows a lot of love for her and the family. Triple C's have an Instagram. We'd love for you to come over there and follow it. We keep you up to date on everything going on with the Triple C Show. That'll be exciting. And tonight, of course, at 10:45, I will be going with Disney Insomniacs. We've got a brand new group of channels that we will be highlighting tonight. I think Doug will be in with me. It'll be a good time. And I try to stay away from highlighting and doing things tonight, but I kind of feel some of my friends got kind of screwed over, so I'm going to yell it out tonight. Disney went early on their parade, right? We all know that. They've been out there. Everybody and their mom was over there on Saturday night. Well, a couple things. One, my buddy Casey stood out. My buddy these people all went and paid for rooms, and Casey and Caruso and Baker all lived down there, and they went and paid for a room in a hotel tonight to be there for the opening night. So Caruso's live, Baker's live, Casey's doing a vlog. Go over and check them out. They're friends, and they spent a bunch of money. And I wasn't happy that they can't. That's the only thing I don't like about Disney to do that. I get soft openings, but don't have people go spend money to be there for something you announce and then do it early. That's really not fair. So you can check all 3 of those guys out. Final thoughts of the night. We always like to do. It's our simple recap of the show. I always let the ladies go first because usually they say everything that I want to say beforehand, and then our guests will do the same tonight. I put Miss Minter last the whole night. I'm going to let you go first here on this one.
Wait, who's going first?
First up,
Angela.
Jane.
Her name is Minter. Hold on,
Minter.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
Angela. Let me introduce you.
confused me.
Hi,
Angela
Stephanie.
Minter. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Stephanie. Nice to meet you, Steph. Thank you guys for all joining us tonight. It's been great getting to know more about you guys and hearing some of Lily's favorite stuff and amazing stories and everything. And it's been a great time. And I look forward to seeing.
Love it. Love it. Miss Stephanie Kiel.
Oh, me. Okay. All right. So very nice meeting all 3 of you. Lily, you just keep on smiling, honey, because your smile does light up the sky, and it lights up the internet, and everybody who sees you just can't help but fall in love with you. So Stinking adorable. But also, I have a question. When you got to meet Jack Sparrow on the Disney cruise, is he as good looking and charming in person as he is in the movies?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely. Paul, we need to schedule
No,
a
no,
cruise.
no,
Yes, yes, yes.
no.
Now, Paul can come too. It's okay. But,
No, the best thing I
I
can
bring a
tell you is
napkin.
Jack wasn't even on the boat. He was actually on the island. So you can go, have a drink and, whatever, So
Huh?
Just
There you
hang
go.
out with some rum, huh?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay,
right
sounds
there you
good.
go.
There you go.
But Lily, don't forget also, you're my birthday buddy because we're both October girls. Okay?
Ooh.
There you go.
When I see you, I'm gonna call you my birthday buddy.
There you go. Jen, over to you.
Well, I just want to say, Lily, Stephanie said it about the smile. Keep smiling, girl. But the other thing is, keep giving people a hard time because I love the spunky little Lily. I love you giving people a hard time. So
Hey, wait
I
a minute.
love that.
I'm the other end of that
Especially
equation. Wait a
Pete.
minute.
Yeah, you and Doug and Cakes and, all of them. But Lily, love you so much. You're such an inspiration. You're the luckiest girl in the world that you have so many friends that come to see you all the time. I can't say it enough. You're lucky to have such wonderful parents, and I'm just so happy that you're finally here on our show. And I can't wait to see you again next time I'm in the parks.
Awesome. I love it. I'll throw it over to Team Lily's Life for your final thought first.
I can't thank you guys enough for doing this. What an experience, and it's just this community is amazing to us. I mean, we couldn't do anything without you guys. I mean, and you guys are so supportive, and we've had so much fun meeting new people, new friends, and just sharing the love of Disney, obviously to start with, and then just getting to know everybody. So we really appreciate it, and hopefully continue on and get to know you more, and just have more fun and more laughs.
Love that.
Life's too short.
Love that. Ken, you were Lily?
Yeah, I ditto everything. I'm a firm believer that God does not make mistakes. He's got his plans, and even though we don't always understand the plan, look at where it got us, right?
There you go.
I mean, it's just and like I said, to circle back, one of the big things we wanted to share was Lily's condition and let people know that not just Lily, but all people, anyone that has a special needs or a disability, if you want to call it that or whatever, love them just like you love anybody else, because they're just people that just want to be accepted just like everybody else does. And
Love it.
Lily is a prime example of that, because look at this community and look how they treat her. All you guys, the first time you met her, it was, for those that have met her in person, it wasn't, oh, that's Lily in a wheelchair. That's Lily, and that's what we love about all you people. And I think that's our message to everybody out there, is to just to continue to love and make the world a better place. That's what we all want, And
Love that.
I told this to Pete the other day, and I'll say a quick one today. I've yet to meet a child with special needs that is angry. They're all happy, and they just want to be accepted, and
Absolutely.
they just want to be loved just like the rest of us. And you guys are a great example to the rest of the world for just what you're doing for Lily. So thank you very much.
Lovely. That was awesome. Very well said. I'll finish my final thought with a couple things. One, it's been, first off, been great to have you and Jen coming into our community for some of our late night shows and hangouts and things that we're doing, and seeing you guys, now doing the 927 for you and Cakes, and broadcasting your fingerprint out there in the Disney social media. So that's awesome, first off. Secondly, I will say to you, and I know, the best way I want to say this, the love of a parent is one of the most unique and thrilling loves there is. And whether it's a parent of a child, obviously is the most one that everybody goes to, but it's also, the love of a pet. I see my daughter with her dog and the way she is. And I want to say to you that you have the ultimate respect from me with what you do, and the love and the crusade and the fight that you do for your daughter is beyond reproach. And I think you are amazing parents, and I admire it so much. And I know that God does work in mysterious ways, and someday there will be a special place for both you for the love that you've done on this earth. So much love there. To Lily, I say to you, young lady, there's been many a days during my challenge where I've wanted to give up, where I've wanted to say the hell with it. Okay. And, Kelly first brought you into my life with things and talking about you. And, you know, you are an inspiration for me. You are, a ball of energy all the time, happiness all the time, looking for so many good things. And, I know for both of us, there are days that we wake up and, you have to find that path to get to where you want. And on my tough days, you're one of the people that I think about and I say, well, what would Lily do? Usually I say, throw something at me or hit me with ice cream and then want to go on. So that gets me going. But I appreciate you being an inspiration for me, young lady, and so many other people out here. And there are a lot of people that love you. And this was a great show. And I'm glad so many people got to see how great you guys are. And we don't want you to be strangers, of course, with that. So love you guys.
Absolutely.
Uh,
We love you too.
Yes.
If you don't mind, Lily's got one more thing. I think you wanted to share something,
Absolutely.
right? You go.
Last
Okay, go ahead,
words.
Lily.
Lily
You
gets
wanna
last
say-
words.
There you go. What do you want to say? Thank you to everybody. And stuff?
Thank you, everybody. I love you guys. You're amazing.
Aw.
You're awesome.
Everybody loves you too. Everybody loves
Yeah.
you too. All right, you guys hang tight because I'm going to work with you, figure out how to get Lily a shirt. Everybody, we'll see you next week when it's Christie's Corner. Ladies, another fine show in the midst. And Tina will be back next week saying things we don't understand in Calgary, Canadian content. We'll talk to everybody real soon. Oh, by the way, this show is dedicated to Cakes and his half-naked tractor driving. Good night.
You got a smile that makes the sun rise.